Hi, and welcome to a Drafthouse Diary for Tuesday, March 26th, 2024. And I didn't plan to go to the movies on this Tuesday, but then I saw that at the Sloan's Lake Alamo Drafthouse, there was a single screening of Only Lovers Left Alive, a film by Jim Jarmusch. Jim Jarmusch, of course, being the director of Ghost Dog and Dead Man and so many other really good movies. And I had never seen this movie. Only Lovers Left Alive is Jim Jarmusch's take on vampires. It's from 2013, and it stars Tom Hiddleston and Tilda Swinton as a vampire couple. They're husband and wife. They are incredibly cool, incredibly smart, and they have this love. They're connected by this romantic love that is a kind of thing that can only be built over centuries. And somehow these actors manage to portray that extremely well. The story is very thin. It's very thin, but it's sharp and strong, like piano wire. It pulls you through the movie, and yet story is not why you go to see a movie like this. Like a lot of Jim Jarmusch movies, it is mostly, almost entirely, about the tone, about the feel, about the vibe of this movie. These brooding, slow scenes in which the music and the imagery are just allowed to seep into you, and long scenes that gently fade out once the scene seems confident that it's established the mood that it really wants to. And this is all further developed and enriched by a supporting cast that includes Mia Wasikowska, Anton Yelchin, and John Hurt as an interesting character. I'm not going to give away the surprise as to who he is. Also, as I would expect from Jarmusch, his take on vampires and vampirism and what this kind of creature and what this kind of life is really interesting. He presents vampirism as an addiction. Imagine if becoming addicted to heroin actually did make you incredibly smart, incredibly cool, incredibly capable, immortal, and also made you absolutely, inextricably, mortally addicted. That is the relationship that he sets up between vampires and the blood that they need. And if you want to establish characters like this, if you want to establish scenes with this depth of tone, you get actors like Tilda Swinton and like Tom Hiddleston. I don't know how many people could have pulled this off, but they absolutely do. Other parts of my trip to the Alamo. The pre-show did not seem to be specifically created for this movie. I don't believe it had any references to Jim Jarmusch or to any of the movie's cast, but it was the kind of thing they would probably put in front of a lot of vampire movies or other horror movies. It had an interesting music and dance video in Hindi about ghosts and vampires. That was kind of fun, if long. It had a trailer for a Jack Palance Dracula movie, as well as some other Dracula movies. Once again, the Citroen Dracula footballing special edition automobile commercial. I've yet to figure that out, even though the Alamo has shown that to me many times now. The Alamo has also shown me many times the interminable music performance and dance number to Soul Dracula. At least it had something of a connection to this movie, but I'll still be happy if I never have to see that piece again. And it also had some fun local TV bits, including car commercials featuring some car salesman dressed up as Dracula, an ad for the Monsters of the Midway ride at a local amusement park, some kind of a Japanese promo for What We Do in the Shadows, which I've seen before, but it's still fun. And also a segment of Sven Gulli hosting his local horror movie show. So it was a fun pre-show, although something that was tied more to this film, tied more to Jim Jarmusch or to Hiddleston and Swinton, might have been interesting. I did get some food, but not the food I went in looking for. I had wanted to order the hummus plate from the special Dune tie-in menu, and I could have sworn that somewhere in a promo or in a menu I had read that this was going to be available until April 1st, but I was told it was no longer available. Maybe I'm misremembering, maybe they ran out, I'm not entirely sure. Instead, I got the chips and queso and a salad. Not what I was looking for, but it was fine. Very friendly, very efficient staff. Sloan's Lake, not the most comfortable Alamo around, but the particular seat, the particular auditorium I was in was pretty comfortable. So I am very glad that I decided at the last minute to go out and see this movie. I hope you enjoyed this Drafthouse Diary. If you did, please click the like button. If you want more of these, please click subscribe. And if you want to see my review of another Jim Jarmusch movie, Ghost Dog: Way of the Samurai, take a look at this video here. Until next time, enjoy your movies, and when you do, stay till the end of the credits.